A very interesting heat here. Connor Coffin had that great result over there in Europe. A fantastic effort, finishing second in the last CT event. One of the cleanest styles we've seen join the championship tour in some time. But first up, it's going to be Alex Ribeiro. And he gets a couple of nice backhand jams done here, just setting that tail free. A little awkward riding out of that move, but he got it done. That's the main thing. Build for these huge heats. Former winners in the lineup here at the Pipe Masters, former world champions. But we're seeing the replay here of Alex.
Yeah, lots of people showed up for John's heat. Packed beach right now.
Well, here we go to Souza. Well, let's see what kind of form he's in. Explosive first turn. And just waits for this wave to stand up once again before delivering yet another powerful move. Always good for a finish to Souza, and that's going to be a very decent start to this first round effort.
Tell that effort right there scaled back just a little bit, realizing, hey, the heat just started. Let me grab a score and tuck it safely away. So nice, solid off the lip again. Plant it firmly, get it just enough projection to get back out in front, but not going for broke running. So, you know, this is his MO right there, just getting a nice keeper of a score.
Even going today, like it's pretty hard out there, and it's kind of whoever gets those little sneaky double ups. And Jadson, when that first one went left and did an error, I was like, oh gosh, he's going to do this the whole heat.
During the break, we had what looked like a pretty decent ride for the young Californian Connor Coffin, a rookie on the championship tour, looking to shore up a place for 2017 with a top 22 finish. He's in a great position at the moment, in 19th, inside that cut mark. 11 minutes to go, and Connor, we'll see his wave in a moment. We've got Alex Ribeiro out the back, but trying to scratch into that one, and that was a priority blunder.
It was, yeah, he was scratching into that, but you got to be careful on the north swell out here. These waves bend out to sea. They're a little soft on the takeoff. Connor Coffin, though, always going to be reliable for that rail work right there. Nice smooth carve. Love the way this guy surfs. Let's see if he can pin a last move. And much like Adriano de Souza, that's Connor Coffin's version of a little warm-up score there. It's exactly what happened to Alex.
So Alex moves to the inside and tries to pick one off and convert it into a big number. Nice first turn. He's going through the motions here, but just a fizzer on the inside. And de Souza now goes looking for a backup. Just got slapped by the lip on the way up, and as a result, looked a little off balance when he was trying to land that thing, Ross.
Yeah, he kind of took off on that wave thinking, oh, I can cruise into it. Next thing you know, that wave took off with a lot of speed and actually some solid curve on it.
Let's have a look at the first exchange between de Souza and Connor Coffin. It was pretty close. We'll see Adriano's first.
Well, I thought the flow for Adriano was pretty spot on. I like that maneuver right there. I don't feel like he really avoided any commitment. You know, he pretty much just laid down a solid snap each time. That was a really tough section to finish cleanly. It was just a crumbly whitewash. So overall, I love that score. 7.17, I think, is spot on. I think the culprit for Connor Coffin and the reason why he got less of a score than Adriano de Souza is his first maneuver was a cut down. You know, instead of nailing a lip or even going for a big floater, just being involved with something more with commitment. Okay, so again, watch his inside rail. That's the rail facing us. He's going to really utilize that and cut a deep line, but you can see that lip above him. That's where the money is. That's where the judges really are going to be anxious to throw you a big score. So what I mean by a cut down is he turned underneath that lip, and so he cut down away from the lip. Had he got right up in the lip's face and snapped it, maybe even went for a tail release, I think that's where those extra points were lying.
It's early in the season, wasn't it? He was aggressive with individual turns, and the judges were lauding him for it. He was getting a lot of credit for those big rail hacks where he pushed his board to the point of release. Alex Ribeiro on screen at the moment, actually leading this heat and just trying to dispose of a 3.43 to get ahead.
Is you're going to get possibly just one good section per wave. So if you get a good section, you have to, you know, go for it. And that was maybe his demise there on that score of just getting a 5.67.
Alex, a pretty decent ride for him. In the next heat, Joel Parkinson and Jeremy Flores, and two surfers that have had perfect scores in heats of the past. It should be a high-scoring affair. Also in the mix, Stuart Kennedy as does that man in blue there if he can get a big result. Let's see what happens here. Connor initiating priority, driving off the bottom. A more committed effort for the first turn this time. And he looks like he's fired up. Keeping busy, just keeping that board moving, trying to find some speed for the end of this ride. And he banks it off a tricky, wobbly section. Outside to Souza. Gets a top turn wrong and goes down.
That's much better. It's almost as if Coffin kind of realized that, and I'm sure he did, when he heard the 5.6 drop, he's like, okay.
Who has taken, holding on to the lead at this stage.
Wow, beautiful snap there from Adriano. That was 12 o'clock right there. So that was huge. That fall right there, a big mistake for him. Had he just finished that wave off, maybe he was looking at another 7. That's how big that first turn was. Like that first turn there, even though it wasn't 100% spot on for Connor, I guarantee you, he felt like he left a little bit out there. I like the fact that he bottom turned with aggression. He hit it at 12 o'clock, even got a little air after that drop. So, the bulk of the points are going to come from this turn right here. Again, how assertive he was with that bottom turn, it allowed him to be aggressive and commit to that section. Way better angle, way more aggressive than the first wave.
Waiting for the numbers to roll in for Connor. We'll see if he is rewarded from the judges. Well, he got himself a 4.6. Not a lot of work though. Adriano just needs a 4.1. And this is going to be shot at it. This wave flattens out for a moment. But Adriano can cram multiple maneuvers in a short space of time. And there's a solid fin drift. Loading up here. Finds a tough section and just gets vaporized on the closeout. Alex looking to extend. He needs to drop a 5.5 to move further ahead. And he's been very good so far in this heat at finishing off waves. There's a little fist pump, 25 seconds to go. He might just get the job done here. Bad end section and ridden out clean. I'd say definitely get the number. We're just waiting for the numbers to drop. Coffin, well, he was left chasing a high 5. Or a 6-point ride in the later stages of that heat, but never got an opportunity. Adriano's score starting to come through now, and it's not going to be enough. He's going to fall short. Alex Ribeiro with a rare heat win here in the first round at the Pipe Masters, and De Souza, as we see the replay, is going to have to rebound in the second round to keep his Pipe Masters title defense alive.
Yeah, as you mentioned, one great turn, needed that floater there, so that was the extra almost 0.7 he needed.
Well, Alex is psyching. He's through to round 3.